Hey everybody, welcome back to Train of Thoughts. My name is Trey, and this is where I share my thoughts on the NHL. So, just got done watching the Colorado Avalanche head into Tampa to take on the Lightning. Was really hoping this was going to be a great game. When I looked at all the games tonight, this was a game that I kind of circled because it's a Central Division rival of the Jets and the Avs, and a premium Eastern Conference team in Tampa Bay. So on paper, looked awesome because of how well the Avalanche have started, how great of a season they had last year with their run in the playoffs, and Tampa Bay having their historic regular season. Yes, they whimpered out in the first round in historic fashion, but I had hopes that this was going to be an entertaining game, and it was not. Colorado took it to the Lightning 6-2. Colorado had only 24 shots to score those 6 goals, where Tampa had 46 for their 2, and their second or last goal came late in the third period. So you could almost, I'm not saying that the goalie wasn't trying, but the game was pretty much decided at that point. And then Colorado scored their last goal right after Tampa scored their second goal. So if there's any momentum that Tampa had, it was gone pretty quickly. So a couple things from this game. I already mentioned the shots on goal. And that's the second game I've watched this week where the game has kind of been a blowout on the score, but the shots were out of hand, where the team that got blown out had close to double the amount of shots or double the amount of shots that the winning team did. And both times it was a Western Conference team, blowing out Eastern Conference team. So I don't know if it's something. I know you're going to hear their players say the Eastern Conference plays this way, the Western Conference plays this way. I don't know if this has anything to do with it, where the Eastern Conference are trying to put pucks on net and the Western Conference are being more opportunistic. I don't know if I can really say that for the Jets because I've seen them play more of the Eastern Conference game, shots wise, with especially their first game of the year getting close to 50 shots and not winning. But it is an interesting trend. Another trend that I've been watching is the second period. And the second period started with the game tied at 1-1, and then it was 4-1 like halfway through. Especially they scored the third and fourth goals 18 seconds apart, and those 3 goals were scored in, it was like 2 minutes and 49 seconds, something like that. So not a good stretch there for Tampa. So man, I've seen the second period be a killer for a lot of teams this year, not just the Jets, but I've seen it in this game. I know I watched that Dallas Buffalo game a few days ago, and Buffalo really took it to Dallas in the second period, or broke through in the second period to kind of take control of that game. So that was an interesting trend that continues to play out on a pretty regular basis throughout the league. So talking about individual performances, Tyson Yost, who ended up being the number 1 star of the game, he got 3 goals. Not even halfway through the second period, he had a hat trick. So great night for him. That line was the difference maker in the game. Everyone talks about, for Colorado, the top line of McKinnon, Landeskog, and Rantanen. And they had a solid game tonight. They had 4 points, but they didn't dominate like the Yost line did. So Yost was the number 1 star of the game. His line mates, Wilson was the second. start of the game with 3 assists. And then their backup goalie, Pavel Franchu, I hope I'm saying that right. Forgive me if I'm not. Very limited NHL experience. I think he's only played 3 or 4 games, they said. He had 44 saves, so not bad. I know he's pretty experienced. He's 29. He's played a lot overseas, but he looked very solid tonight against a premium offensive team. I didn't see the Lightning get as good of opportunities, obviously, as the Avs did. And again, going back to that Oilers-Flyers game, the similarities between the Oilers and the Avs tonight were when the Avs had a scoring opportunity, they were scoring or getting really close. Where Tampa was throwing the puck on net a lot, but not having the results they wanted. They weren't getting traffic. Colorado scored at least 1 goal on a deflection. So that's getting traffic, mixing up the goalie sight lines. So Vasilevsky of Tampa Bay was the best goalie in the NHL, the Vezina Trophy winner, and he gave up 6 goals on 24 shots. That's not a great night. So, and I know like a lot of those goals weren't his fault, but you're not going to feel good after giving up 6 goals, period, and especially on that few of shots. So that was some big things to take. The best opportunity that Tampa had was there was a penalty shot, and Nikita Kucherov of Tampa, hope I said that right too, with their top guy who was the MVP of the league last year. He just missed. He tried to go top shelf and he just flicked it all over the nets. So that was a big opportunity. That would have cut the game to 4-2. Who knows? Maybe that would have changed the complexion of the game there. Another interesting side of this game was it did get a little chippy. There was a few different fights and scraps and stuff, but there was only 4 power play or shorthanded opportunities, like whatever you want to call it, combined, 2 for each team, and there was no goals scored on those power plays. So all 8 goals were scored even strength. And that's you don't see that super often, because the game that I just got done reviewing that ended up 1-0 between New Jersey and Vancouver, the only goal of the game was scored on the power play. And the power play or the special teams opportunities in that New Jersey game were the difference in the game. So complete opposite for this contest between the Avs and the Lightning. So that's what I have. If you are a fan of either team, I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. So if you like this video, if you're new to my channel, please hit that like button. Please subscribe. If you really like this video, I'm doing my drive for 100 subscriptions, so your support will be greatly appreciated. So thanks, and I hope to talk to you all soon.